Hello and welcome back to this new video. Today I am flying the Bantam, as I promised in the last video. And man, this was a journey. It was really exciting to fly the Logi, the Battle Logi for the first time. It's not going to be the last time because I have 7 more to go. But it definitely was very interesting. Had quite a bunch of good fights. Also had surprisingly many people run away from me. That's quite funny, I think, because it's just a Bantam. But I think many people think that there's a whole fleet waiting or something. And I think the spider tanking Bantams that we used to fly in the war zone also didn't really help with building people's trust towards Bantams, you know. But yeah, as I said, I had a blast flying this, so yeah, let me show you the bit real quick. I have 2 light Eon Blasters, almost said Neutron Blasters, but it's actually Eon Blasters for fitting space, because it's really tight on power grid. 2 Ion Blasters, a small compact Newt, Afterburner, Shield Extender, Web Scram, Damage Control, Magnetic Field Stabilizer, Ancillary Current Shooter, so it works with the power grid, and Double Field Extender. Maybe Resistrix would be better, but I don't fight laser ships so often, and usually those are very, they suffer a lot under the Newt pressure, so I prefer the full buffer tank rigs. Yeah, the ammo, void, null, antimatter of course, and the lone hobgoblin because you can use exactly 1 drone on the Logi frigates, on all the T1 Logi frigates, I think. The T2 ones, I'm not sure. I don't think they can use drones anymore. But yeah, that's fit. Almost 130 DPS cold with heat. That's up to 140, which is really nice, I think, for a Logi frigate. 5100 EHP, which is also surprisingly good for buffer tank. Afterburner speed 1000 meters per second. That's not great, and that's, to be honest, that's the biggest issue that I noticed with this ship, that it was a bit too slow at times. But yeah, it's also so tight on power grid that I can't fit a T2 afterburner, for example, or we'd have to take off the Newt. But the Newt really helps us fit a lot to stay alive and does its job. So yeah, I like it like this with all the meter modules and the Newt instead of no Newt and then T2 Afterburner and T2 Shield Extender. But both fits are valid. The price is also not too expensive. That's quite alright, I think. 7.3 million for a T1 Logi frigate to make it battle capable. And what's also really nice about this frigate is that it has a really good scan resolution. Because Logi frigates generally have a good scan resolution, like the tacklers, like the T1 tackle frigates, so it's quite easy to catch kiters, but I didn't catch any in this video, I think. Not really, not on the slide. But if you encounter things like a Slicer, Executioner, Condor even, you are pretty much always capable of catching them with Heated Weapon Scram and Afterburner, because of the good locking speed. And yeah, that's the fit. There are a few clips in this video taken from my stream, just so you know why my face suddenly appears on the top left. I didn't want to blur it out or something, so yeah, I probably try to keep the videos clean with clips from the stream, because it's a bit annoying to mix both things, you know, and to keep YouTube and Twitch. But yeah, I'm just gonna see how it works this time, and maybe I just move my face cam during the stream so it's easier to take it out for the video. It's not that I mind, but it's a bit confusing to have me up there and my lips don't move in sync to the voiceover, because I still made a new voiceover for those fights and didn't keep the stream audio in because that's a bit raw, you know. But yeah, while we are talking about streams, I can just advertise a bit. I'm streaming every Friday, so today, where the video comes out, I'm probably also gonna stream tonight on Twitch, twitch.tv/frigatesonfire. And yeah, I fly frigates usually and just have fun. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the description. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now and let's get into the fights. Alright, the first fight. I'm flying the Bantam, of course, and I'm starting in on a Vigil fleet HQ. Quite a daring fight, but thought, yeah, why not, let's try. And I expected him to sit at around 11 kilometers, make use of that long-range web bonus. He was actually quite close to me, which was good, and he also underestimated the power of the Bantam, so he came right in close, maybe thinking I accidentally slid in the wrong side or something. So he came right into my blaster range, which was perfect for me, and that's good because this fit is often underestimated, so that works. He was shooting me with Nova missiles, but he was still doing a lot of damage to me, even though he shot into my worst resistance, so you can see he's really melting me. But I'm getting through his shield rather quickly, and now I start flying away from him to make him follow me to allow my blasters to hit better. Should have done this from the beginning and I would have had a better chance, but I'm still quite happy that I got him quite low into shield, because, well, considering it's a battle Bantam, I'm quite happy with how low I got him. And yeah, this next clip is immediately the first one from the stream, and Dark Lorelei offered me Logi Frigate versus Logi Frigate 1v1, which is crazy and great, because I didn't think that would be a fight I could get, but that's really amazing, just like the Malediction versus Raptor fight in the Malediction video. It's great to have a fight like this. As you can see at the beginning, I was just keeping him at range. Now I'm considering to maybe start flying away from him a bit to make him follow me so I can hit my blasters better. But he is also missing quite a few of the shots, so I think it's just quite even and I'm alright with how we are doing it right now. I have my guns and Newt heated, and as you can see he has a Nosferatu, so it's a bit of a fight of the cap. I can Newt him out before he kills me, and if his Nosferatu is able to keep him alive enough to keep shooting me. But here comes to the point that the Bantam has slightly better cap than the Navitas, so I Newt him out. Even though he is using his Nosferatu here a lot, it's not enough to really allow him to continuously keep shooting me. Now I'm just defanging his drone because that is what deals most of the damage to me right now. It's also an Acolyte, so EM damage, which is worse for my shields. And now I can switch back to him. Thanks to me Newting him out, I'm also really good off, and I can leave at any time I want to, you know. I switched ammo to antimatter because since I'm orbiting him now, to make his last shots miss and to make sure I stay in range, it's better to have antimatter because of the battle tracking. And now I'm just grinding through his armor and now through his hull. As you can see, he's not doing a lot of damage to me, gets the occasional shot in, but it shouldn't be enough to get through my armor. But it's still quite scary because, yeah, it's a bit tight. Now I offline my shield extender for the reduced signature radius to make sure he doesn't hit me very well. I keep orbiting him, and it does look like I'm gonna win this DPS range, and yeah, got him down. So that was a really, really good fight, and I really appreciated that you fought me, mate, because, yeah, great fight. And here's the kill man, and then I checked the loot and I realized that for some reason he had very expensive business scrams in his cargo hold. So, of course I gave him that 300 mil scram back, but I was quite shocked there when I saw, why, what, you have expensive scrams in your Battle Navitas cargo hold. But yeah, here's the next fight against the Condor this time. We had fought on the gate previously, but since there were too many people jumping in, I felt a bit unsafe just fighting right on the gate. So I decided to ask him if he wanted to fight in a site. I asked him to come to the scout, but he didn't come to the scout because he wanted to fight on his terms, which I completely understand. And he went to the small and I followed him. And I'm just approaching him right now, trying to get on top of him to make my blaster supply and hopefully nuke him out before he can kill me, but he's not doing a lot of damage. I'm not either, but I'm doing slightly more damage. I think I am on antimatter here as well, to maximize tracking in case he wanted to orbit me. Now I'm slowly creeping up to him, making sure I apply that damage. He's out of shields now, and his armor is melting way quicker. Which made this also a lot easier this fight, is that he had a Nosferatu instead of a Newt, so there wasn't really a cap war. And yeah, he goes down. So GF, bye bye Condor, great fight. And there's the kill mail. I later suggested to him to maybe use my fit with the medium shield extender instead of the small shield extender because that's a bit more tanky. And yeah, I was quite happy that was a nice nice conversation we had. And yeah, next fight, I am baiting this Vigil fleet to slide into me. I went to the open previously, where he rushed towards me, so I knew he was MWD fit, and I knew I had a chance to kill him. So immediately I put web scram and everything on him, nude guns, everything preheated, just to make sure I would tackle him. And now I have full range control on him because he's MWD fit. I can just fully control range. And I'm getting through him rather quickly, like I'm doing a lot of damage to him. He's doing the same to me, but it's still a lot of damage I'm putting at. And now I started to get a bit worried because he was doing a lot of damage to me, but then he lost point because I needed him out in time. So now I just deactivated my scram and initiate the warp, and god, my ship wouldn't warp for the life of it. And then finally, in 12% health, finally the ship decided to, yeah, let's warp now. So I got out there. It was great. But then later, ship talked in local, like, come back, I want to fight you again. But of course I did not say yes to that. Like, first time it was already an uphill battle, and now after you refit in station you want a rematch. Vigil fleet issue versus Bantam. No, thank you, I didn't think so. But yeah, here's the next fight against Catalyst. Bit of an uphill battle, but I saw that it was a bit of a newer player, so I hope he wouldn't have T2 guns yet, and indeed he is on light neutron blaster once. So I'm quite alright if I keep him at range, and he shouldn't do too much damage to me. Even though usually T1 guns are actually scarier than T2 guns that only load Void, because T2 guns with Void have less range than T1 guns with antimatter, but the T2 guns have the potential of reloading to null, so that still makes it really scary. But he's out of shields, out of armor, and now I'm slowly grinding through his hull. I'm also still nuding him, even though I'm not really an optimal of the nude, but yeah, every bit helps. And yeah, now it's just a matter of grinding through the rest of his hull, which is the beefiest part of it, because Catalyst just don't put any tank monitors on it, the highest tank it has in hull. Just like the Comet and the Brutix and Brutix Navy, I think. So it took some time to get through him with the low DPS, especially with null. I don't have that much DPS, but I eventually got him, and yeah, GF Catalyst, and there's the kill mail. Quite a shit fit. I'm not gonna act like this is the greatest kill I ever got, but again, for the Battle Bantam, I'm happy with it. And yeah, immediately after I decided that it was a good idea to also go fight this Kestrel without even repairing in between, which wasn't really a smart decision. But yeah, here I go, sliding in. From his the name of his ship and his character, I also knew that this player was also not really the oldest player with the best skills, so I thought, yeah, maybe I have a chance. But he played this really well. He was 6-7 kilometers off the beacon from the start, so I really had to rush in to get close at the beginning. Did not lock me quick enough, so I did get close enough to him to start applying my damage, but then he started doing a lot of damage back to me, and he slowly could pull range again from me because I think he was dual web fit, and I'm not, so I'm slowly losing him, and I just barely getting into range again. And I also thought I had to switch ammo there in between, and then I realized, okay, no, maybe I don't. But those 5 seconds really cost me. And he also did a reload in the meantime to Inferno Rage Rockets. Thermal is not the best, but the second best against me, so it really hurt there. But I managed to get away from him, and before he could finish me off, he lost scram, and I managed to get on range and warp off. But yeah, great fight, mate, and you played that really well for being such a new player. And then I decided to get my revenge because I can't end the video on that. And I found this Kestrel in the site, and he was at range, so I thought maybe he's at missile fit, and indeed he was. But for some reason he decided to get close, and he was a bit of a weird fit. Not missiles, but with a scram and double web. I don't say it's like all in bad, but I'm not sure what the real purpose of the fit is. Missiles are they have a lot higher body damage, so maybe he's very new to the game, and he needs the light missile volley to be able to get through the NPCs, because light missiles usually, well, you don't need as much light missile damage as rocket damage to kill the fashion warfare NPCs. But yeah, as you can see, his shields went down super quickly, his armor as well, but his head is going a bit slower, and he's armor wrapping a lot. But I hope that I can nuke him out before it really gets an issue. And with the long delayed volleys, even though he's using the correct ammo, I'm pretty fine with tank-wise. Like, I'm on half tank when he's already pretty much dead. But struggled a bit more there, but I got him down, and yeah, GF mate, good fight. And, keep going, you did well there. The worst U1 fit, a T2 fit would probably have killed me, but yeah, a kill is kill, and another one for the Bantam. So yeah, that's all the fights I got in the Battle Bantam. Bit of a weird video, not so many great fights like I usually want them to have in the video. Like, usually I would delete half of those fights because I don't think they are great, but considering it's the Battle Bantam, I left them in, because like, if I punch up in a Kestrel and kill a Catalyst, like the one with the triple inertial stabilizers, I'm not proud of it. But in the Bantam, I feel like it's still worth it to include that into the video. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything, put it in the comments. And remember that I'm still giving away partner skins, so if you want a skin, just leave an in-game... Sorry, I can't talk. Leave a comment or send me an in-game mail. That's it. And I'll send you a skin, or multiple skins, because I have too many at the moment. Like, I'm getting 20 a month and I can't give them away quick enough. So yeah, make sure you leave a comment or send me an mail to Tien Saharan. And yeah, that's the video. Hopefully see you in the next one, and have a good day. Bye bye.